Mandy.
Hi, everyone.
Oh my gosh. No.
We're on. No,
beginning.
there's no song. Not today. Hello, everyone.
Hey, it's James and Seth. And we were going to cancel the show tonight because of Rosh Hashanah, but because Ruth Bader Ginsburg passed away on Rosh Hashanah, it's just, it's just a horrible confluence of events. We wanted to give people some hope. I know there's a lot of sadness in the air. She was a great, my God, her legacy is amazing. We really want to treat people up. And we also feel people are feeling like, like they don't have a path right now. So we want to just sort of implore people what they can do to help and cheer them up. Am I right, James?
Absolutely. We were actually shopping at Lowe's and we were listening to Seth's interview with Tyra Banks because I hadn't heard it. He said we have to listen. It was on Sirius XM and that's normally I would be listening to the news, and Tyra was so positive, such a positive woman. My God, being the first Black woman, speaking of first and just amazing women. And she was talking about being the first Black woman on Sports Illustrated cover and how hard that was. And she's just a real pioneer. And so went from that to hearing the news, and it was 15 minutes till 8. And we were like, you know what, let's just go on because there's nothing we can do about Ruth Bader Ginsburg passing away, but we can do something, a little special edition of Stars in the House, not for the Actors Fund, but for hopefully hope. And of course, some things never change, and that is our dog barking to go out.
Still as annoying as ever. Good girl. So here's the deal. A couple of things I want to just say about what you guys can do, because I just keep seeing people are devastated. They're devastated. It's like, it's going to be okay. One of the things I think is very important to do is check if you're registered to vote, which is so bizarre, but I definitely know people, like very politically active people who are completely registered. They randomly checked. They're not on the rolls. So I really think everyone watching right now is registered to vote. I'd be very surprised if you weren't. First of all, if you're not registered to vote, you better register. But if you are registered, can you check? That would be like the whole thing like you do in honor of.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely. And the other thing, and we've actually forgotten a few times, Seth, put up the census2020.gov.
Yeah.
Because we've been in the city because our Wi-Fi has been acting up. And so we've been in the city quite a bit, more than usual. And there it is, 2020 Census at our friend Barbara's
these are all things you can do in honor of Ruth Bader Ginsburg.
Absolutely. Thank you, Seth. Sure. And that's great. But I saw the signs on the, that are saying like only 48% or 60% of New Yorkers have filled out the census. I mean, it was something like I could not believe that basically only half people have filled out the census form in New York.
Here's what we're going to do. So instead of constantly tweeting and posting, oh my God, what are we going to do? Cut. What you can do is you can post things that are positive things people could do to help. So why don't you post right now, hey, have you filled out your census? It's so important, 2020census.gov. Focus on that. And then you could do maybe hashtag in honor of RBG. You can keep posting things in honor of RBG, but things like do the census, register to vote. Let's keep democracy going, and let's not be just all the negative. We're going to get through this. I mean, everyone's depressed when a great leader, just humanitarian, dies, but let's do things in her honor. I mean, it is kind of perfect. It's Rosh Hashanah. Let's really do positive things. So it's 2020census.gov. Take 2 seconds and just post. You have no idea who's going to see it. And by the way, I don't think I ever did my census until this year. And, I really was always like, what? Like, I never knew. It just always seemed, why am I being counted? For what reason? I didn't know that it goes towards paying for hospitals, paying for the schools. I really had no idea what it was. So I'm educated and and I'm politically active. And I was like, who cares? And now we have a mosquito. Now I am devastated. And you know what? Let's go back to devastation. Why do we have a mosquito? But anyway, the point is in honor of RBG. So we're all going to post that, right?
I love that, Seth. It's like, so it is. It's almost like, let's make sure that we have our checklist of things, to do. The census is definitely one of them, and checking on your family and friends to make sure, because the deadline is coming up. It was supposed to be October 31st, and now it's been moved up to September 30th. And that is only a matter of days before we get there. So census is definitely there. Yes, Seth.
So let's hashtag this. Let's honor RBG. And how can we honor RBG? I don't think she would want people to go, oh my God, I'm devastated, we're doomed. I don't think that's what she would want people to feel. I think it would be like, what has she done in her life? How can we keep her legacy going? She was a great humanitarian. So let's honor RBG.
By being the best citizens that we can.
Yeah. So the first thing is,
that's what it's about.
We're all going to do the census, right? It ain't hard. So 2020census.gov. The other thing we can do is we all know young people.
Absolutely.
We may not be young ourselves, but let us get enough poll workers that anyone that wants to vote in person will vote in person. So James, talk about Poll Hero.
So Poll Hero, I know that all of you who are watching are regular folks who watch, and so you know Poll Hero. But I guess, as Seth was saying, in honor of RBG, ask yourself: have you contacted, let's say, 5 people?
Yeah.
5. And by the way, they don't have to be 18 or 19 or 20 years old or 17
we
years
all
old.
know young people.
And by young people, because we're over 50. Hold on, Rosie Perez is calling. So
great.
You go over there.
So here's the thing. By the way, I love what someone just said. What you're saying is exactly, thank you, Ardar. What you're saying is exactly what RBG would want us to do. Stay active, stay engaged, stay positive. Thank you. Guys, you know what? This is shallow, but my friend Paul Castro and I have this theory: when you try out for something and you don't get it, we always say you're allowed to be devastated for one day and that's it. So you're devastated and get this part, whatever. You're allowed to be devastated for one day. Obviously, this is a different thing, but I get the devastation. I'm not trying to deny your feelings, But you're allowed a day of devastation. But what would be nice is even as you're devastated today, let's think of what we can do to honor RBG. So go, James. Talk about what Poll Hero is. So
well, hold on. I'm going to, because Rosie Perez is going to join us. So I think.
Did you send her the link?
David.
You just go to the invite.
Hold on, David, you got it. Okay, David's going to send it to Rosie.
We wanted a positive person and someone that's active in democracy to know what to do. So pollhero.org is
now I can talk. Go ahead though. You can.
There are a lot of older people that are not working the polls because they're nervous of getting COVID-19. So a lot of basically there's this major shortage of poll workers. So pollhero.org, started by these young people, are getting young people to work the polls. They just started maybe 2 months ago max.
Not even that, Seth. I mean, I think it was literally like 6 weeks ago max.
And they now have how many people?
Over 20,000.
They have 20,000 people. Now, by the way, that is not enough. So it sounds amazing. It's not enough. So how can you honor Ruth Bader Ginsburg? Just post this. Say, anybody young, this is a job. Pollhero.org. So we're all going to post this, right? We all have social media. We don't have to keep posting. We're doomed. We're devastated. That doesn't actually help anything.
I get it.
You know what? Say it to your friend. You don't have to put it out there, especially for Rosh Hashanah. Jews believe words have power. You don't need to write "we're doomed." It doesn't help. What helps is let's honor her legacy. Do you think she's looking down right now and she's like, "Oh, I'm so glad that we all feel defeated"? Why would she want that? She would want all of us that believe in democracy to go, we're going to keep this going. So pollhero.org. Am I correct?
That is correct.
Okay. And what's the other thing? We're all going to fill out our census. It takes 5 minutes. You just go online. So we're going to contact 5 people. I love that.
Yep.
And we're going to about both. Fill out your census. It takes 2 seconds, and pollhero.org. So that's 2 amazing things you can do. Rosie Perez.
She's gonna
starts with the F word. Very rude.
But she's gonna hop on. She's gonna hop on in 5 or 10 minutes. Should we? David has this song ready. We thought that, we did our first Concert for America on January 20th, 2017 for the NAACP, National Coalition Against Domestic Violence, Sierra Club, Southern Poverty Law Center, and what else? What am I missing? I'm missing one, and I apologize.
I'm sorry.
That's
NAACP, Sierra Club, National Coalition Against Domestic Violence,
National Immigration Law Center, of course. And we thought that because that was a day that we put together really quickly to try to give people hope. It gave me hope. We thought maybe we would play some clips.
Yeah.
So
you're so depressed with the hope. This is hope.
Well, here. You know what? Then here we go. Let's take it away while we're waiting for Rosie Perez. Right here with Stephanie Mills.
Open my eyes, I never knew love like this before. McCarthy from The Wiz. Original Key.
Wow.
Okay, everyone, why
Wow.
are we here tonight? We are hashtag. Where's my hashtag? My signature
Where is that?
hashtag I
Hold
just
on,
made up.
hold on.
Near the bottom.
It was a good hashtag you came up with
We
right
are
on the spot.
hashtag honor RBG.
That's right.
We are devastated. We are doomed. Can you imagine, as we say in Judaism, that would be a Shonda. If she's looking down and she's like, great, it was all up to me to not devastate the world. No, what you're saying is, wow, you had a lifetime. If she was devastated, first of all, she was an older Jewish woman. You think when she didn't get something, she was like, well, now I'm devastated. I'm doomed. No, she kept plowing on. That is our job, to keep plowing on, not to look back and go, we're devastated. So we're going to hashtag honor RBG. How are we going to do it, James? Go.
Well, we're going to make sure the census is filled out. We're going to do Poll Hero.
And how are we going to make sure what we're going to do at the census, not just our census? We're going to tell right now, you need to tell everybody,
That's right.
Get thee to 2020. This will make a big difference. 2020census.gov. This is going to help things like gerrymandering. So we have to put in 2020census.gov, put it on social media and tell 5 people. And what else, James? Go.
And pollhero.org.
We're going to get poll workers. So if people want to vote in person, they can do it. So you go to pollhero.org, tell everybody that's not listen, there are people that are older that have no underlying health conditions. You don't have to be a young person to do this. This is for people that are okay being in public for a day.
Yeah.
You know, you could be older and be in great shape. So pollhero.org, and it's a paid job. We're all unemployed right now. Wouldn't it be delicious to have that?
Absolutely.
So we're here to cheer people to H up. I don't want to keep reading posts. We're devastated. We're doomed because RBG passed away. Yeah, it's very sad when someone passes away, but we're not doomed. We have a democracy, man, and we can make a big difference. Who the hell's texting me?
Absolutely. The other thing is we are working on September 22nd, which I think I said this yesterday.
It's the big deal.
Is not only Julie's 20th birthday, but it's also National Voter Registration Day. Hold on.
Everyone's here to vote. But
absolutely,
first,
we're going to bring
a
on
non-equity guest star. She's trying out the business. She's hoping to make it one day. Please welcome Ms. Rosie Perez.
Rosie. Hi, Rose.
Hi, Rosie.
Hi.
We are here to cheer people the hell up. We're not going to be devastated. We're going to plow forward. Right. We're going to make a difference.
We are
Let me hear
make
something positive.
Difference. We're going to kick this guy out. We're going to put Joe Biden in, and we're going to turn this country around, and we're going to keep the faith. And let's not be blue. Let's vote blue.
Well, we are not saying that per se because we are nonpartisan. We are simply saying everyone has to register to vote.
I can't help it. Go out and vote. Go out and vote and make this country just breathe again. Okay?
Register to vote, man. And Rosie, people have to check whether they're registered because sometimes they could be kicked off, right?
Right. But you know what? I'm on set. See? Say hello to everybody. Say hello to stars in the house.
Oh my God.
Hey. So
wait, that's
I gotta go before I get fired.
You don't get fired.
Don't get fired. You need the gig.
Right.
Bye. Love you.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
I love that she called in while she's on set.
that is Rosie.
Oh my God, she's amazing.
Oh my gosh.
So guys, we're looking forward. The new hashtag is hashtag honor RBG. By the way, I just made it up.
We just made it up.
But no, but let's do it because
it's a good one.
The way to honor her is not by being devastated. So you obviously are registered to vote. I can't imagine someone watching this is not registered, but maybe you haven't registered. Maybe you're one of those.
Absolutely.
What differences make? Register to vote, but then on top of that, check whether you're still registered because those stories really exist.
Absolutely. And another a great website that I'm sure people here know, but I'm going to put it up anyway. It's When We All Vote.
When We All Vote.
Because we had
.org.
We had the rep from When We All Vote on here too, and that's a great organization.
And what does that do
as well? Well, it's a number of things. I mean, number one, you register to vote, and you can go on there, Seth, to check your status. You know how you were saying.
Yes, it's really
that's the way to go, and also to request a ballot because some people do not feel comfortable going to a poll.
Yeah, so vote early.
Absolutely. Voting started today. So in several states.
Way to honor people.
Absolutely.
So we're going to honor RBG, and we're going to be, by the way, we're showing you some fun videos through this to lift people's spirits.
Absolutely.
It's a big loss. She was a wonderful woman, but we're not doomed and we're not devastated. Okay.
That's right.
Words matter.
Actually, Seth. So what other?
We have some great.
What else? Actually, go to.
Oh wait, I love this. Yes.
What's that?
The crew waits for Rosie. That is true. Hashtag honor RBG. Okay. That's right. We're not devastated. we're devastated, but we're going to do something. Okay, we got some great clips we're going to show you to cheer each up.
That's right. So I don't know. Which one should we do? That one or that one?
Oh my God! Wait,
they're both.
Oh,
great.
this is so great. Okay, well, let's do this. So this is, this is what I wanted people to remember. When something like this happens, we feel alone and we feel separated. The reality is, we're not. And by the way, it's not just America. It's people all over the world right now are devastated because she was a great leader. So let's just know that we're all united and we all want positive things to happen. We want democracy to continue. So this song is a whole bunch of amazing people that want democracy to happen. Let's watch this. This is from Country for America, our very, very first one.
That's right.
What the world needs now is love, sweet love. It's the only thing that there's just too little of.
What the world needs now is love, sweet love.
No, not just for some, but for everyone.
Lord, we don't need another mountain.
There are mountains and hillsides enough to climb.
There are oceans and rivers
Enough to cross.
enough to last.
Enough to last till the end of
What
time.
the world needs now is love, sweet love. It's the only thing that there's just too little of. What the world needs now is love, sweet love. No, not just for some, but for everyone. Lord, we don't need another meadow.
There are cornfields and wheat fields enough to grow.
There are sunbeams and moonbeams enough to shine. Listen, Lord, if you wanna know. What the world needs now is love, sweet love. Oh, it's the only thing that there's just too little of.
What the world needs now
It's love, sweet love. No, not just for some, but for everyone. What the world needs now is love, sweet love.
What the world needs now is love, sweet love.
What the world needs now is love, sweet love.
What the
What the world needs now is love, sweet love. World needs now is love, sweet love. The world needs now is love, sweet love. The world needs now is love, sweet love. The world needs now is love, sweet love.
Wow.
Ooh, that was great. Nice. So listen, what are we doing right now? I'm going to show these comments.
so
We are not, listen, you're allowed to be devastated, but it doesn't mean you stop. We are honoring, I love this, not devastated, hashtag doing something about it, hashtag honor RBG. So we don't post nonstop. We're doomed. We're devastated. We're honoring RBG by doing something positive, like registering to vote, making sure you're registered to vote. I love it. Okay, here we go. Speaking of someone political and positive and amazing, please welcome our good pal, Ms. Audra McDonald.
Hey guys, hi. Forgive me. I got out of the shower and I was putting the baby to bed and got the news. So I just threw on some clothes. Actually, This is my pajamas. Is what I'm wearing tonight.
Oh
Yes.
my God.
Yes, you are.
Yeah. And I have this necklace that's this company by Shari made that says the census. It says census. So you're right. We can't be devastated. We have to honor what she did. We have to honor who she was, honor how hard she fought for all of us.
Yeah.
And then we have to honor her dying wish, which is that she be replaced by a new president. So we have to do what we can just to make sure that that happens. And I think people need to realize that this means we have to take every election seriously from here on out, not just the big ones, all the Senate races, all the congressional races. Then we talk about state races and city council races.
School
boards. This is, I keep trying to think, why is 2020 just beating us up like this? And there's a part of me that keeps saying, okay, then we have lessons we need to learn. And if it's that we live through this time so that it may never happen again, then that's what the lesson that we have to learn here. It truly teaches us to, stay awake, stay aware, stay involved, stay civically involved with your own democracy and your own government, then if that is what this is all teaching us, a lot of us were able just to sit back and, Lord knows I was able to rest easy at night knowing that RBG was there. We can't do that.
Right.
And as some people said, she fought long and hard enough. It's up to us now.
Audra, what else would you say that people, we said the sense of how people could honor RBG. Census, of course, because we've only got a few days left.
And post about it, man. Post the hell out of this. 2020census.gov. So that
census, be counted. And New York is running the risk because our response rate isn't that great right now. We could lose congressional seats in our own state here if everybody doesn't respond and be counted in the census. It is so important. So it's just about staying as aware and awake as you can. And one of those ways is getting the census done and then making sure everybody has filled out their census form as well. It's very easy to do. 2020census.gov. It takes 10 minutes. You've got literally 2 weeks left to do it. Do it now. That's how you can honor RBG tonight.
Absolutely.
Hashtag honor RBG. So you're going to fill out the census. You're going to tell people and you're going to post about it. We're not going to post. We're doomed. We're devastated. We're going to post. Fill out the census. Hashtag honor RBG. What else can you do, Audra and McDonald?
Audra, so this is the other, I was saying for people to go to whenweallvote.org. Is that what you would recommend for people to check to see if they're registered? What else?
Yes, that's a great resource to see if you're registered. And then for those people who have started mailing in their absentee ballots, you've got to check to make sure that they've been received. Some ballots have already been rejected in Georgia. And like four times as many ballots by Black people, for some reason, have been rejected already. So just really make sure that you are registered, make sure that your ballot gets to wherever it needs to get to, and double check to make sure that it's gotten there. But whenweallvote.org has incredible resources to help you with that.
How do you check that they received it? How does that work? Because I don't know.
Yeah, that's what you have to go. I know When We All Vote has that information.
Oh, they do? Okay.
I think, also, I think fairfight.org, which is Stacey Abrams' organization. She's got Fair Count, which is about the census. And she also has Fair Fight. And fairfight.org will also have a lot of really very valuable information about that as well.
Okay. All right.
So census, When We All Vote, and the other thing, what we're telling people and young people, and by the way, Audra, your daughter is like perfect for this, is to do pollhero.org, which is getting young people to work the polls. All know college students, spread it around everyone that's young and healthy.
It's up there. Am I missing anything, Audra, before you go?
Don't despair, vote. Don't despair. Make sure your friends are registered to vote. Don't despair. Fill out the census. Don't despair. Stay engaged. Stay civically minded. Stay awake. And we need to learn the lessons of what this, honest horribilis is trying to teach us, which is we can't let it get this bad ever again. Really, we can't. And then take a moment to honor and thank her. thank everything she did for all of us. Yeah, I mean, you can be on both sides of the aisle and still recognize the wisdom, the power, the strength, the fortitude, the history that is Ruth Bader Ginsburg and will always be. You have to honor that. This was an incredible icon in our country. She's the second woman ever to be, seated on the Supreme Court. Second. Sandra Day
believe.
First, and Ruth Bader Ginsburg was the second.
Wow. I had forgotten that she was only the second.
The second.
Wow.
Did you ever meet her?
I did. I did. She had these salons where she would invite performers to come down and sing for the court. She loved opera and classical music and Broadway, and so she invited me to come down and sing 2 years ago, I think. So I brought Zoe down, and it's this really tiny sort of room, and I think about like 5 or 6 of the justices were there, and their family and their clerks and whatnot. And then you sit and have a dinner afterwards. And then after that, I was able to take a tour of the Supreme Court. I even got to see the basketball court inside the Supreme Court, which there is one.
Wow.
And then she took me into her office, so I could see like just her personal things in her office and her pictures, and the pictures that she had up. They were very personal pictures. I mean, she obviously, of her being sworn in and all that stuff. But then other pictures, like she had this beautiful picture that I don't think's ever been published of her and Hillary Clinton. But just this. Obviously, she was very proud of her and loved her, and she was feisty and smart and obsessed with music, and. Then afterwards, she talked to Zoe, talked about where Zoe was thinking of applying to college, asked her questions, what she was interested in, and then sent Zoe an autographed book. Like about 2 weeks later, just said, I'm thinking about you, and I hope everything goes well with your college choices. And she was just remarkable woman.
You said she liked opera. What did you sing?
Exactly. I sang high. I sang as high as I could.
Audra, before you go, is there a difference between, because you've met a lot of famous, like important people like President Obama, Ruth Bader Ginsburg, like was there something about her that set her apart, or is it different, like meeting and spending time with a president versus someone who's on the Supreme Court for years and years and years? I don't know. I've never had that experience.
Honestly, I was more nervous about meeting Ruth Bader Ginsburg. Obviously, I mean, I've met Obama and Bill Clinton and George Bush. I even met George Bush, and there was something about with Ruth Bader Ginsburg. I guess the others are amazing. Of course, they were leaders of the free world, but there was something about Ruth Bader Ginsburg because it was this tiny, tiny woman, and the life force that was in this teeny, tiny. Just, if you didn't know who she was, you'd be like, do we need to help you across the street? And knowing the power of that and the brilliance of that mind and the force and the wisdom, I was super tongue-tied, and I was afraid of saying the wrong thing. And I think she wouldn't have cared. I mean, I don't know what the wrong thing would have been. But there was just a part of me that was just sort of like, I'm not worthy, in a way that I don't think I necessarily felt with meeting the other presidents.
Yeah.
I was like, well, yeah, I voted for you, or I didn't vote for you, whatever. But yeah, you serve us. And even though a Supreme Court justice, there was something about Ruth Bader Ginsburg that I just wanted to sort of get down on the ground and just sort of like keep sort of just thanking her, really. Yeah. And I wanted to sing well for her too. I was like, gosh, I hope I sound as good as Renee Fleming.
Did you use a microphone or was it old school opera with no mic?
No. It was a microphone because it's it was like a big library that you were in. So you needed the help.
And did she request anything or was it just like sing?
No, they just said, could sing about 45 minutes. And so I just, picked 45 minutes of one of my concerts and sang that. And then I did say at one point, I said, I just want to thank you for those of you who voted to make sure that we have marriage equality. I thank you for that. I don't know if I was supposed to do that or not, but they didn't kick me out for saying it because not everybody in that room at that point, but I said it anyway. So.
Well, thank you for saying that because you're tearing me up because thank you for representing us and saying thank you to her.
Allies, all allies.
Yeah.
So
tonight we are hashtag honor RBG by not being depressed, by registering to vote, making sure we're registered to vote, census. And pollhero.org.
There you go.
Census. That's right. I even have a necklace that says it. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with it for the next 10 years until the next census. But that's my business.
All right, Audra, we love you. Thank you for hopping on.
Bye, hon.
Don't despair. Vote.
Don't despair. Vote. I love it. This is great. All these great people I love that. Allies, all of us. I love our Stars in the House family. This is a good place to be together tonight, right? We're going to be positive. Interesting. Thank you, guys. I was really down when I read about her death. I began to cry. I felt the knot in my belly. I suffer from major clinical depression, and that was not good. You guys have truly helped. I'm breathing again. I'm starting to see the hope again. There is hope. Thank you for your words. You two perform many mitzvot, and this one is one I'm truly grateful for.
Thank you, Denise. Thank you.
So this is a night we're not gonna despair because we're allowed to be sad because it is sad, but we're not going to despair. That doesn't do anything. That's actually, I'm not going to say it's lazy, but it's like, it is the easy way out. Did she take the easy way out? No.
Right.
She's this little woman that was this power. And that's what we're going to try to get some of that power in us. That power still exists. Let's get it in us. So 2020census.gov, pollhero.org. Register to vote. Make sure you register. Now let's have an amazing musical number.
All right. Should we do this one here?
Oh my God.
I think so.
This was our first concert for America, and this is yet again one of the amazing women that's done a lot of stuff in the house for us.
Jessie Mueller is like Audra. She's just like, you call her, and if she's available, she's there. And like Rosie Perez.
And by the way, she's always available. So this is to cheer the hell up, and we're not going to despair. We're going to honor RBG. Hashtag
That's right.
Honor RBG.
Okay.
You got to get up every morning with a smile on your face and show the world all the love in your heart. People gonna treat you better. You're gonna find, yes you will, that you're beautiful as you feel. Waiting at the station with the workday wind blowing, I've got nothing to do but watch the passers-by. Mirrored in their faces, I see frustration growing, and they don't see it showing. Why do I? You got to get up every morning with a smile on your face and show the world all the love in your heart. Sadness in a world where tears are just a lullaby. Well, if there's any answer, maybe love can end the madness, maybe not. Oh, but we can only try. You got to get up every morning, smile on your face and show the world all the love in your heart. People gonna treat you better. You're gonna find, yes you will, that you're beautiful. You're so beautiful.
Jessie Mueller.
Yes. Oh my gosh. Okay, so during one of the songs, I ran upstairs because I had an idea. So whenweallvote.org, I just saw, yes, they need donations. When we would do, so my point is, we have these Concert for America posters that were signed, some of them from different concerts. I think this one might have Barry Manilow on it. Sheeta Rivera did quite a few of ours. If you send me a receipt, or actually you can send it to donations at starsinthehouse.com. I will, if you send a receipt that you gave $100 to whenweallvote.org, I will personally send you one of these posters. In fact, I think this one, well, this has Andy Cohen. Who else did this? Cheetah. Barry was in that concert. Yeah, hold on. Let's see. We've got, I actually had to look this up because I couldn't tell if that was Barry Manilow's signature, and indeed it is. We even have some of these when we were in San Francisco. I have these. I can see that my skin color changes each time.
I know.
We got that. We have this one. Melissa Manchester was, did I already say her? Melissa Manchester was in quite a few of our Concert for America. We have probably about 30 of these.
Ooh.
So if you send your receipt, you donate to whenweallvote.org, and you send a receipt for $100 or more to donations at Stars in the House, I will personally send you these, because we have a great staff at Stars in the House, but this isn't an official Stars in the House. Oh, I guess it's a special edition Stars in the House, but I will send these to you, and so do that, and we've got it. So you can honor RBG by whenweallvote.org and donating $100 or more.
Some more people joining us.
We have some more people joining us. Excellent. Okay, so in the meantime, Seth, while we have some more special guests coming on, should
Let's
we play
it out. How about you, Martha?
Oh, I love it.
This is one of my favorite singers. I cannot believe we got her to do it.
I was just about to say that. I couldn't believe it.
Martha Wash.
How did she come on the show?
I emailed Paul Schaefer. And
Schaefer.
So Martha Wash, the original Weather Girl. What a voice, man. That vibrato, you can't top it. Here she is, Concert for America. We're not gonna be depressed. You can be depressed if you want, but we're gonna move forward. We're gonna honor Ruth Bader Ginsburg. We're gonna do the census. We're going to register to vote and make sure we're registered, and we're going to tell everybody around us to do all those things.
And if you donate to whenweallvote.org, I'll literally send you a signed poster from Concert for America. Let's put on Martha Wash. All right.
Well, I'm still your weather girl. Hey, and I've got some news for you. All you lonely everybody out there, turn those umbrellas upside down. Hey! Yes, it's rising. Numbers getting low. How low are you going? According to all sources. What sources have you been listening to? I want to know. 'Cause tonight, for the first time, just about 1:30
Yes.
Brava.
Absolutely.
That was Martha Wash. So don't forget the new incentive that we have.
Yes.
Because we're honoring Ruth Bader Ginsburg tonight. #HonorRBG. And
So
if you
we have-
donate to When We All Vote, we've got these signed posters from Concert for America. We have a lot of them. We've been actually saving them for special occasion.
Yeah, we have.
Show the
actually.
beautiful one that we did at
Oh my gosh! And this is from when we were in San Francisco. It's got I know Sharon Gless,
Sharon
Hal
Gless.
Sparks. Oh my
Tales of the
gosh,
City.
Faith Prince. Who else?
Shoshana Bean was there.
Shoshana Bean.
Look how beautiful it is.
Armistead Maupin. And
Armistead Maupin.
It's one of our favorites.
So you donate $100 When We All Vote. Forward the receipt donations to Start the House, and James will literally just hightail it to the post office.
That's right.
And you
wearing
will get
my
this
wearing
beautiful-
my KN95 mask.
We have these posters framed and hanging in our house.
That's right.
Okay, so we've been texting our friends to just come and help us cheer people up, and we're gonna honor RBG #HonorRBG. And we have one of our good pals here. She's always there for us. Please welcome the lovely Ms. Kelli O'Hara.
Hey guys,
Hi, Cal.
Hi, Kelly.
this is gonna work tonight.
I was just gonna say, if I hear an echo, I am boycotting you from
Look
the
at
show.
that. She came on with the earphones. She knew.
She knew.
I'm trying to make it work. I'm sorry, we have had a Wi-Fi problem, and so it's a little bit tough.
It's all
Aw.
good. So look, #HonorRBG.
Hashtag.
We're telling people to vote. We're telling people, well, obviously, to register to vote, to check if you're registered to vote, because people get kicked off the rolls.
Which you can do at whenweallvote.org.
And what Audra was saying is some people are voting by mail, and you got to track it because, you know, sometimes your ballot would be rejected for some reason, which maybe is not so legit all the time. So if you're voting by mail, check that shiz.
And Audra just told us that you can go to whenweallvote.org and they kind of walk you through how you check that if you're mailing in your ballot.
Yes, Queen.
Kelly, what is your voting plan?
Yeah.
Speaking
You know,
of,
I just got some people are going to receive their, absentee ballot, but I'm going to go with my mask. I'm going to go and I'm going to vote so that I can be there. Last time we took our children, we said, you're part of this, watch what we're doing. You set it up early, right? We're going to go there in person. We're going to put our votes in that box. And I'm so looking forward to it. And it's sort of, you say lots of things like, do it like your life depends on it. But guys, this time you vote like your life depends on it, because it does. Things are changing quickly, rapidly, scarily sometimes. There's a lot though to hope for. And we have this opportunity right in the middle of all of this, when it feels so heightened, to actually do something, to actually really sort of maybe turn the tide. And there's still so much possibility. There's so much time to make change. If you vote, right here coming up, things are going to turn around.
I love that. So
Yeah.
we're going to register. We're going to make sure that we're registered. Even if we've been for a million years, I know a lot of people that have been kicked off.
Yeah, you're gonna. Yeah, I think what we've done is we've always taken for granted that we get a vote, we're going to be counted, we're going to get something sent to us in the mail, they're going to do it for us. For the first time, maybe it's the first time, maybe you've been really diligent about it your whole life, but if not, for the first time, act like this is one of the most important things you do, not all year, but for your life right now.
right.
And make sure you're registered, make sure they know you're coming, make sure your vote's going to count. All of these things, you have to take, responsibility, and we're going to do it. We're all going to do it, and it's going to be better this time.
Kelly, is your family going to go on early voting day or on November 3rd?
I think we'll go on November 3rd. I think we'll
Wow.
go that day. We're going to, I know, but I mean, I think that it just feels like that. I just remember this feeling of, it's the day, it's important. It's, with the kids to go. And I think early voting is very important. I do. But I am taking a little bit for granted my community, and sort of that I feel very confident that we're going to, hopefully get all the voting right, and we're going to go on November 3rd. But I think that if you feel any reason to go early, or just make sure that vote counts in a different way, go early. Why not? Go as soon as you can. Yeah, go as soon.
And I think this is the first in New York State. I think this is the first presidential election where we have early voting.
Yeah, so if that's opportunity is given to you, go. Why not? Get it over with. And I mean, look forward to it, and then do it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
We want to show Kelli O'Hara, as usual, you were in our very first Concert for America for all those great nonpartisan groups, and you were in our very first Stars in the House. And speaking of positivity, we have a clip of you on that very, very, very first show Here you are, lady. Take a gander.
When the sky is a bright canary yellow, I forget every cloud I've ever seen. So they call me a cockeyed optimist, immature and incurably green. I have heard people rant and rave and bellow that we're done and we might as well be dead. But I'm only a cockeyed optimist, and I can't get it into my head. I hear the human race is falling on its face and hasn't very far to go. But every whippoorwill is selling me a bill and telling me it just ain't so. I could say life is just a bowl of jello and appear more intelligent and smart. But I'm stuck like a dope with a thing called hope, and I can't get it out of my heart. Not this heart.
That's what putting makeup on looks like. But you know what? I jumped right on here tonight because I didn't hear about Ruth Bader Ginsburg until a little bit later this evening. And I've sort of been, I've lost 3 people in my life to pancreatic cancer. And I've been thinking about her heroism, her sort of fight, because I lost one person within 9 months, another person within a few years, but she worked her ass off to try to stick around. This thing takes people within months, and she beat this thing for so long for us. She did it for us. I know it.
That's why we can't give up.
She was fighting for us, and she waited so long that it's long enough so that things can't necessarily happen. And so we owe it to this woman who fought for ladies like me and you and all over there. For so long that we owe it to her to keep this sort of fight going, and it's the good kind of fight. It's the one that's fighting for humanity and for the equity. And so I'm brokenhearted about it, but it's also just another fire under the
and
under the fire.
It's one of those things, Kelly, that it's almost like you couldn't write it. That she passed away not only on the beginning of the Jewish New Year, but also the first day of voting in several states.
Mm-hmm.
It's
like it's a spark. It's a spark.
Yeah.
It's like in honor of her and John Lewis. I mean, talk about someone who fought so that we can vote, man. It's like we've got to do it. So when we all vote, Kelli O'Hara, you're always so positive. Just for 2 seconds, I was interviewing Cynthia Nixon, who told me a certain TV show is happening. Please tell everybody about it because I'm really excited.
I haven't talked about it at all because I didn't know if I could, but I'm so excited. We were going into production the week of the shutdown. The Gilded Age is sort of Julian Fellowes' new Downton Abbey for America. It's, obviously all about the Gilded Age of America between roughly 1860 to 1910. The Vanderbilts, the old money versus new money, Fifth Avenue. It's for HBO. We start shooting this month. I had my fitting on Tuesday, and the fitting is going to be a lot different than the fitting that was back in March. No, it's the most amazing cast of people. I'm cousins with the main players, which are Cynthia Nixon, Christine Baranski. You have storylines with Audra McDonald and John Douglas Thompson, and you have everybody. Nate, it's a who's who of this beautiful cast, and
I think Donna Murphy's in it too, right?
Donna Murphy is Lady Astor. It's just a remarkable cast, and I'm so honored.
Is there any room for a Jewish person? Okay.
Oh
No, of course. Don't you worry, because they all had ballrooms and party scenes, and there's going to be like this major need for Seth Rudetsky to just be doing a show. Yes, exactly.
There you go. That's true.
Exactly. I'm available.
All right.
Kelli, thank you for being here. Talk about last minute. We texted everybody the last second. We'll talk to you soon. We love you, Kelli.
Love you.
Love you. Bye.
Bye.
So we're going to lead in and talk about the poster one more time because the person
Yes,
who's
because
coming
the
on
person
signed
who's
our
coming on
poster.
next has signed quite a few of these posters. So put that little banner on set.
If you donate.
So if you donate to whenweallvote.org, you forward your receipt.
$100.
$100. Well, you know what? Times are tough. $50 or more. Okay. It's okay. It's okay.
Can you do 100,
it's all
please?
in
Okay.
in honor of RBG. We still have some signed posters from Concert for
And
America.
they're beautiful.
We
have them
did a
framed in
different
our house.
color. And it'll be a surprise which one you get. If you ask for a special like that you want, I don't know, let's say Melissa Manchester, I'll make sure that you get a signed one with Melissa Manchester. But send your receipt from whenweallvote.org and forward that receipt to donations at Stars in the House. And I personally will be the one going and shipping that poster to you
wherever you live. And speaking of Melissa Manchester, a social justice fighter, here she is to give us some hope. Hi, Melissa.
Oh my gosh. Thank you for throwing this together at the last minute. I don't know if you can see, but I have the remnants of Shana Tova dinner on the table because I got your text right away. And of course I'm in whatever you're doing, I'm in. And this is a heartbreak, but you know, she lived such a righteous life. She walked that walk and made that commitment from the beginning. And by some wonderful design, her husband was right by her side. He just believed in her from the beginning. And she is the light. She is the light.
I love that positivity. We're going to honor RBG. We're going to register to vote. We're going to make sure we're registered to vote. We are going to fill out our census, but so many people have not. And it's really a shanda, as we say, on the high holidays.
Really?
So we've got to go to a lot of people have not. What did it say?
Melissa, we were in the city a few times this week, and they have now, you know, they used to be phone booths, but you know, now they just have the digital screens, and it's something like, I don't know, only 55 or 60% of New Yorkers have done the census. Yes.
New Yorkers, man.
Is that because there are not enough census takers or people are not logging on or?
First of all, some people are fearful. If they're undocumented, they say, oh, they can get my information. They can. It's actually a crime. So I think some people are scared. But some people are like me. And I was saying like 10 years ago, I was like, why am I going to fill this out? But it just seemed, I didn't know what it was for. I was like, who cares? I didn't know the census was to fund hospitals, to fund schools. I literally had no idea. And I was saying, I'm educated and I didn't know. So maybe some people are like, it's not important. It is important. 2020census.gov in honor of RBG. Melissa, you always cheer us up. What the hell are you going to give us tonight?
Well, in the spirit of RBG, this is a song that I sang at the Women's March in 2016, right after You Know Who stole the You Know What. So this is yes, and I sang it in front of 750,000 of my fellow and sister citizens. And finally I can feel without fearing, cry without the pain, stand up and love me without any shame. It might have been a rough way to learn it and a hard place to land, but there's one thing I'm sure of. Now I know I am a woman who's worthy. I am a woman deserving. Whatever it is, I can take it. Whatever it takes, I can make it. And finally I can feel without fearing, cry without the pain, stand up and love me without any shame. It might take a long way to learn it and a hard place to land, but there's one thing I'm sure of. I know who I am. Thank you, Ruth Bader Ginsburg. I know who I am.
Oh my God. How fantastic. And someone just commented they were actually at that performance.
Yeah.
I love that someone's actually here watching it. Oh, that's so great. Melissa, you're the best.
You
will
guys,
be calling
I love you so much. Thank you for pulling this together so quick in a matter of seconds.
Thank you for being warmed up after all that challah. Bravo. Happy New Year, lady.
We love you.
Love you so much.
So guys,
oh my gosh,
we are feeling our sadness, but we're also hashtag honoring Ruth Bader Ginsburg. Hashtag honor RBG. Let us spread it. Let us really continue her legacy.
absolutely.
We're gonna donate to When We All Vote if we can. You're gonna get these free posters.
That's right.
Census. What is it? 2020census.gov.
I think we're expecting one more guest. Right?
Yeah. So let's show another.
Let's show it. Well, come on. This was when we were in Atlanta, or do we want to do that one, Seth?
Let's do this because this is a little more pause.
Okay, let's do it.
So this is when we were in Atlanta. This is 3 of our favorite ladies.
This performance.
I mean,
we had a lot of highlights with Concert for America. I would say this one is in the top 5.
Holy to the cow. So here we go. It's
Did you come up with this? Wait a minute. Did you come up with this arrangement? Like,
it's not an arrangement,
well,
but
what is it? Well, did you decided which? Because there's 3 amazing singers.
Yeah.
It was you who decided which one went first and second and third.
Okay,
I guess that's my like non-musically educated version of arrangement. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. I decided the order was, and then at the end there was a 2-second arrangement. But
wait a minute. But you knew. Hold on for a second. You knew which woman would be the best at each part that you gave her, though, right?
Hold on. Before we talk about that, I want to bring on another.
Oh,
woman.
Our guest is here.
We have a wonderful woman who she worked in she was a domestic, as we say, but she's got a heart of gold. Please welcome Mrs. Doubtfire herself, Mr. Rob McClure.
I literally thought you were introducing someone else. And I was like, oh, I'll just hang out until whoever this is. And then all of a sudden my face popped up on the screen.
You're a wonderful woman. Rob McClure, if you don't know, so Rob is a brilliant comic actor, was starring in Mrs. Doubtfire. Now, by the way, Rob, so we're honoring RBG tonight. We're trying to be positive, and I feel, listen, obviously it's not the same thing as death, but I feel you are a person that was like that. You were at the pinnacle. You were at the role of your life, and you got to play 4 previews basically, and everything shut down. Yet you are a shining light of positivity. So we want to take a lesson from you. How did you keep your spirits up?
Perspective that people are sick. People are sick. My pretend play can wait. People are sick. The people are getting sick. And if me pressing pause on my make-believe can prevent people from getting sick, then let's press pause. And I understand that there's a huge industry and it's all of our livelihoods. But if we claim to be experts on empathy, if we're claiming to be the people who are the best at putting ourselves in other people's shoes, if that's what we're claiming to be the best in the world at, then how can you contradict the choice to save lives by staying home? I mean, the empathy can't stop at imagining what it would be like to be Mrs. Doubtfire. The empathy has to continue to imagine what it would be like to be Amanda Klutz. You have to continue to imagine what it would be like to be other people. And it's you know, RGB like was you know, RGB, red, green, blue, primary colors. Ruth Bader Ginsburg was a shining light. And one of the things that I loved that she used to say is that the American symbol really shouldn't be a bald eagle. It should be a pendulum. Because whenever this country tends to swing too far in one direction, it will come back. But one of the things that I was thinking about is that it won't come back if people who want it to be on the other side don't stick around and use the gravity of their hearts and minds to pull it back the other way. If it swings this far and then she passes away and we all go, well, she was the lady holding up the dam. Oh, well, and we all walk away, the pendulum will just swing off the charts. She needs us to pull the pendulum back. And no matter how long it takes to pull it back, she would want us to hold that pendulum to pulling it back to the side we know to be right and the side that's important. And every good story about every hero that ever was, when that hero passes away, it cuts to the kids looking at the hero, right? It cuts to what now, right? It doesn't cut to the people who are devastated that the hero passed away and everything that hero fought for goes away. That's not how that story ends ever. It cuts to a generation later when some 35-year-old genius is on the Supreme Court with a picture of Ruth Bader Ginsburg in the background. That's how that story ends. You know what I mean? We just have to be the ones to do it. We can't, I am in the what country can I move to boat. I jump in it often. But when they came to her and asked her to be on that Supreme Court, when there was only one other woman who had ever done it, if she had gotten on a boat to another country because she was like, well, this place is screwed, they won't let women on the Supreme Court. Like, we only got as far as we did because she said this needs to be better. If she didn't fight that fight, we'd still be in, so we just gotta, if we're gonna honor her right, if we're gonna honor her correctly, let's all reach up and grab that pendulum she talked about and pull it back with our vote, with our voices, with our elections, reaching out to our elected representatives, and in her honor, do something. One of the things she always used to talk about too was that anger is wasted action. She used to talk about how, like, anger, if you don't do something about what you're angry about, and I don't think she would consider posting action. Like, social media is not action. Being angry, arguing with your uncle on Facebook is not action. Turn that anger into something positive that can have an impact, because if I'm going to honor her properly, I'm going to tell my 21-month-old daughter all about her as soon as she'll understand. Mm-hmm. And we're going to elect people who we think would have done what she would have done. And it might take a while. They might put somebody in there who we disagree with every fiber of our being. But everything in life is only for now, right? We got to push.
Rob, I think you're not doing Mrs. Doubtfire because apparently you need to run for president. I've never been more inspired, moved, the clarity. I'm really crying.
I know.
It's when I see people like this who spend their lives trying to lift up other people, it's unfair of us to count on them to the point where if they pass away, we give up.
Yeah.
That's not fair, right? It cannot be her sole responsibility to save the soul of the country. It can't be. We can look to her for the moral compass, but follow the damn compass. If you lose the compass, you can't just, okay, let's walk in the other direction now. Like, chase it, because we can't give up. And I get how frustrated. I had a lot to lose when Mrs. Doubtfire stopped, and I have a lot to lose when I see the issues in the coming election, and we all have so much to lose. But it gets exhausting. I know when you when the other side of these arguments brings a logic that you cannot relate to. I know how exhausting that is, but I have never once changed anyone's mind by yelling at them or calling them crazy, which I only know because I've done. I've ended the argument going, well, then you're crazy. I don't know. We have to find a way to cut to what's underneath the other side, because by just calling them lunatics, the wedge only gets wider. Like, I know reaching out to people who want to take your rights away, it seems crazy, and maybe reaching out is not the right word, but if we're all entertainment people, right? If we're all entertainment people and we're used to going like, okay, I'm playing Sweeney Todd, what would make me kill somebody and put him in a meat pie? And you can go into like the psychology of how you get there. Then why can't we get into the psychology of what would make the silent majority feel so ignored that they have to resort to looking up to someone who, for the most part, they know. Every conversation I have ends with, I know, I actually think he's a terrible person, but he's a Republican and he's all we've got. So they know, but then you have to get in there and go like, what is it that we both want? We have to get there. We have to get under it and go, what is the thing that we're all after that we feel like there's only one way to achieve, because there's got to be a common ground. And that is the hard part. You know, that's the hard part. I was just watching an interview with Ruth Bader Ginsburg, and they asked her about, you know, how do you feel about the misinformation being spread, and this administration's, you know, struggling to delineate truth. And her answer was, I don't wish to comment on that.
Everything is, by the way, there's so many amazing comments. Damn, Rob, you're like the next Obama. I mean,
well, that is 100% false, but I appreciate it.
And I love your point. Arguing with your uncle on Facebook is not action. It's so accurate. So what we can do is we can fill out our damn census, 2020census.gov. It takes 5 minutes, and it's really going to make a difference.
Yeah.
We can spread the word. And Rob, this would be great for you too. We can spread the word about Poll Hero. Pollhero.org is getting young people to work the polls.
Yes.
So everyone knows young people. Post about pollhero.org.
Poll Hero,
and
go.
it's thumbs up. And James's idea is when we all vote, which by the way, we'll know if we're registered to vote if we go there. You can check if you've been taken off the rolls. And by the way, Audra brought up, if you voted by mail, track your vote, because a lot of times it gets there and then it gets rejected for a bizarre reason. So track your vote. But anyway, go to when we all vote. And then if you can donate tonight, send your receipt to donations@starsinthehouse.com and you will get a signed. We have so many of these Contra of America posts from all over the country.
Yeah.
So we have the Barry Manilow, Chita Rivera.
Barry Manilow's on here from when we were in San Francisco.
Oh, the San Francisco one is so beautiful.
Yes.
My favorite one. So we will mail it to you personally.
I love that you're doing that.
So Rob, you're raising your daughter. You're living with your wife. What's happening creatively? You're still doing your brilliant conductor videos. I've not seen one in a couple of weeks. What's happening with that?
When I did the one that was affiliated with Black Lives Matter and the brilliant conductor Lena Bavel, that was the 13th episode, and I've been letting that sit. I've been letting that message sit.
You got a 13 episode deal with a network? Okay, I get it.
With my phone network. So I'm basically just waiting until the right thing inspires me to do another one, because I don't think having passed the baton to Kalina, taking it back to do something frivolous feels wrong. So so we'll wait and see. But yeah, I'm writing a lot and just trying to push to November in this election. And you know, and this is a serious request. It sounds funny, but this is a serious request. If anyone has ever had a conversation with someone with opposing views on social media, and you came out of that conversation with actual growth, having either learned something or felt like you taught the other person something, screen cap it and send it to me.
I will. I had one. I had a private email exchange.
We need to come up with like a hashtag on how to actually have a civilized conversation with the possibility of changing minds, because I am yet to find a social media atmosphere that doesn't get hijacked by trolls. Yeah. So what is the way that conversations can actually lead to persuasion and change? I honestly, I'm not sure. So those of you who have done it successfully, let's find a way to share those stories, because I think we need to get at the heart of what pushes the right buttons to open us up to change, because people are so set in their ways right now. And if we're going to change any minds to the side we think is right, tact is huge.
I love what you're saying. James is better than I am, but I have one screenshot I can send you.
I'm terrible at it.
We're gonna show this one song as our final song, right?
I think we'll probably do another one. But Rob, thank you for coming on.
Rob,
last minute, like everyone else tonight.
When you guys reach out, the fact that you guys have been doing all that you've been doing, it's the least I can do. I adore you both.
Well, back at ya.
Thank you, Rob.
Bye. Say hi to everybody in your family, wife, daughter. Peace out. Okay, so here's that trio we were talking about.
We're going to show that right now.
So 3 amazing singers. Get ready to be cheered the hell up.
Oh my gosh.
And hashtag honor RBG.
That's right.
inspired. And when I knew I'd have to face another day, Lord, it made me feel so tired. Before the day I met you, life was so unkind, but your love was the key to my peace of mind. 'Cause you make me feel, you make me feel, you make me feel like a natural woman. When my soul was in the lost and found, you came along to claim it. I didn't know what was wrong with me till your kiss helped me name it. Hey. Now I'm no longer doubtful what I'm living for. If I make you happy, I don't need that no more. You make me feel, you make me feel, oh, like a woman, yeah. Oh, baby, what you done to me? Oh, yeah. You made me feel so good inside. Baby, I just wanna be. I wanna be close to you. You make me feel so feel like a natural.
Oh, that is crazy. Yay! Okay, so we're so assumptive because someone even said, is this live right now? So James and I in 2017 started a concert series called Concert for America. Jessie Mueller actually is the one who started with us. Anyway, that's not the point. We helped 5 nonprofits, which were Sierra Club, NAACP,
National Immigration Law Center,
National Coalition Against Domestic Violence,
and Southern Poverty Law Center.
So we did it every month all over the country.
That's
and
right.
that was what you just heard singing. What you just heard, who you just heard singing. That was our Atlanta concert. That was Jessie Mueller, who won the Tony Award for Beautiful, Lilius White, who won the Tony Award for The Life, and Kayala Settle, who played the bearded lady in Greatest Showman. So we've been showing clips from Concert for America all night. And by the way, if you donate to When We All Vote, that great nonpartisan
whenweallvote.org, and you forward your receipt to donations@starsinthehouse.com, I will send you one of our signed Concert for America posters
from many cities. Who knows?
It may be. The chances are really high that it'll have Cheetah Rivera. Chances are really high it'll have Melissa Manchester because I did so many of them.
Yeah.
I bet it could have Andy Cohen or Barry Manilow or Sharon Gless. Sharon Gless did quite a few of them too. So there you go. So someone's saying, how do I get the poster again?
Yes.
So Seth, there you go. So donate to whenweallvote.org. And then you're going to forward that receipt to donations@starsinthehouse.com.
Yeah.
And then I will send you. It'd be nice if you were able to donate $100 to whenweallvote.org. That'd be great because that's what we sold these for across the country. And but if it's $50, I get it. It's fine. That's fine too. And I will personally ship these And we're all doing
beautiful
it. And
frame. We
they
have all
are
over our
beautiful
house.
framed. And if you have a special request, I will try to honor that.
So look, we're gonna wrap
and this
this
is
up with
all
two
for
things.
honor. Hashtag honor RBG.
Hashtag honor RBG, Ruth Bader Ginsburg. So what we're going to do is we're going to fill out our census. We're going to tell everybody we know to fill out the census, right? 2020 census.gov.
Because there are not many days left for that.
It's so easy to do, and it makes a huge difference. Please tell everybody you know. So no posting the devastation. It is not worth it. Like Rob said, we're not going to give up. We're going to plow forward. So we're not going to argue with our uncle on Facebook. We're going to just say, hey, fill out your census. It takes 5 minutes.
That's right.
2020census.gov.
That's right.
We are going to get young people or just people that are not nervous about their health to work the polls. So if you want to vote in person, there are a million poll workers to help you. So we're going to post about pollhero.org.
Absolutely.
Don't waste your time on arguing with people that have different opinions than you. Post about this, pollhero.org. And we're going to help out when we all vote. We're going to check to make sure we're registered. We're going to register if we're not. Come on, man.
Well, right.
Check to make sure. And if we're voting early, track your vote. So we're going to close
Which, when we all vote.org, you can. And you know what, Seth, you gave me great advice a long time ago, and that was,
will you marry me?
That's not advice. No,
I asked you.
No, but you said, I don't know if you learned this from Gail in therapy, but basically give yourself 24 hours to grieve.
I was saying that when you weren't here.
Oh,
I learned it from my therapist, Paul Castry.
Oh, it was Paul. Okay.
Paul Castry. I mean, it's about theater, but you audition for something and you don't get it, and it is upsetting. You can't go like, oh, who cares? You're allowed to be upset. So Paul and I, we have a system with our friends. You're allowed to be upset for 24 hours. Not to be upset. Like, it's so unfair. I didn't get it. The other person's so untalented. But everyone be devastated for 24 hours. Then you have to move on.
You have to, which means doing something, which is everything we're talking about.
So
and it's true. I mean, it's like it does, whether it's literally, it applies to everything in life.
Yeah.
I mean, it really does.
You're allowed to, I'm not saying don't feel your feelings.
We're not saying not to feel your feelings.
It is,
not saying definitely not to forget.
Yes.
But there's a difference between
don't give up and don't
putting
despair.
the blanket over your head for the next however many days.
Yeah.
Whatever.
So we're going to close with this. This is to help us maybe feel some of our emotion.
Yes, absolutely. I mean, this song, we are going to close. We haven't eaten dinner yet. We're going to close with this song, sung by Carrie Manolakis.
Carrie Manolakis.
She sang this at the very first Concert for America on January 20, 2017. And she sang this at the last Concert for America we did.
In Montana.
No, Seth. She sang it at UCLA at
right.
Royce Hall
She's
for the
sang
National Immigration Law Center. You are correct. And she sang Leonard Cohen's Hallelujah. And so she's actually sung it. That's more times than we've had anyone sing a particular song. But it's so powerful.
It's beautiful. It's moving.
Kate McKinnon sang this on Saturday Night Live this Saturday after the election in 2016. And Carrie's rendition of it is the feelings will come out, and that's all healthy and good. And then afterward we'll say good night. But go ahead.
So for those people that are listening, it's Carrie Manolakos. Manolakos, Carrie Manolakos. This is a stunning performance.
Yeah.
And by the way, she recorded it. You can download it.
Absolutely.
Hallelujah. Well, there was a time that you let me know what's really going on below, but now you never show it to me, do you? Well, remember when I moved with you and the holy dove was moving too. Maybe there's a God above
Carrie Manolakis.
It's incredible.
Wow.
It's talk about I can listen to her all the like 24/7.
I'm gonna just spell her name.
Oh my gosh. So we're gonna sign off. Again, donate if you want one of these beautiful posters. Donate to whenweallvote.org and forward your receipt to donations at starsinthehouse.com, and we'll send you the poster next week.
I've been seeing great posts. Eric Bergen, we are not effed. We are inspired. Let us vote this November with the determination and passion that RBG lived her life with.
Absolutely.
Josh Gad, right now, this is the moment you register, you donate, you vote right now. RBG wanted to be remembered like this. She said, quote, someone who used whatever talent she had to do her work to the very best of her ability and to help repair tears in her society, to make things a little better through the use of whatever ability she has to do something outside myself. So let's honor that by not giving up and not being defeated, okay?
All right. That's right. Hashtag.
Guys, thank you for joining us. The messages, the comments have been so beautiful tonight.
Your comments have
What is the
lifted
donation
us.
for? Someone just asked. The donation for tonight, normally it's for the Actors Fund. Tonight it's for When We All Vote, which is a nonpartisan effort to really just make sure people are registered to vote and they get out and they vote. They exercise their American right to vote. So When We All Vote, make a donation. We will send you this Concert for America poster. Let's make sure everyone's registered.
That's right.
People realize how important it is to vote in every election and on everything, not just presidential, everything. School boards we were talking about.
Absolutely.
You've got to always vote, man. People fought and died for the right to vote. You've got to vote.
All right.
Lashana Tobah, people.
And we will see you on Tuesday. Well, Monday night, Brenda Braxton. Tuesday night, we have a very special show. I don't know if we can announce it yet. It'll be announced on Monday, but
Wednesday was announced.
Wednesday for Hercules. Speaking of Lilius White, by the way.
One of the muses.
So that was announced today. That's on Wednesday, a big Hercules reunion. And on Tuesday, we've got a very special show that I'll go ahead and say it, that Annette Bening is putting together. So if Annette Bening is putting it together, you know it's going to be amazing. It's going to be fierce. And it all has to do with National Voter Registration Day.
Yeah.
Speaking of honoring RBG.
We're going to register to vote. We're going to make sure we're still registered to vote, people.
That's
right. I talk like a doctor. We're going to make sure. Anyway, we're going to make sure we're registered to vote. So whenweallvote.org. Thank you guys for joining us. Thanks for the beautiful messages.
We'll
Bye.
see you. See Brenda on Monday. We'll see you on Tuesday.
Peace out.